on, man. I was involved in some epic spaces this week. Big time.
I saw some residual stuff.
I tried to tell you, man. You tried to say this wasn't going to lead. Look, man, this is some big time stuff here, man. We just been talked about everywhere. Mar-a-Lago was posting this. Academics was talking about it. Like, this was everywhere. So if y'all didn't see, Rocky and Joe Budden had a epic face-off. This was part 2. That's the thing. A lot of folks don't realize this was part 2 because the first one happened in Nick's space. So y'all should check out Screaming with Nick. That's my boy. He had a space where this first kind of just like boiled, and then it boiled over. And Dub, shout out to Dub with the files. Y'all check out his channel too. It erupted in his space. So I want to play a little bit of it just because, you know, it was elite. It was some elite stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
What? Yanking?
Okay, enough is enough now. Rocky, when you was around, you was the bitch with hips, no ass that nobody looked at like that because you didn't have nobody.
No, we're going someplace
Wait, hold
else
up, because you're not going to keep talking like
you're going someplace
fucking
else.
Marilyn Monroe out there. Rocky, nobody in this crew wanted you.
We can also get to that.
Nobody in this crew wanted you. Not one soul in this crew ever, not one day or minute.
Who did I want?
Wanted
Joe,
you.
who did I ever
So
want, Joe?
stick to
That
your
wasn't
rebrand
you're deflecting.
and stop it.
You're deflecting once again. That's not the topic we was on, but I'll answer that and then I'll get back to what I was saying. Whether anybody wanted me there or not, it's neither here nor there because that wasn't the relationship I had.
It's here and there.
It's not. That was not the relationship.
Why you keep talking like you was running around like super baddie bitch? Nobody looked at you like that.
It sucks because Joe's voice is
nobody
naturally
ever wanted to fuck you.
dominating.
Nobody ever tried to talk to you. Nobody ever invited you to none of the sexy turn up orgy type. That was not it. Stop lying to these goofy niggas.
Joseph.
That's why they don't
hold on. Exactly.
Chill out.
Wait, why we gotta be
that wasn't necessary, man.
What do you say?
No, because
he called us goofy niggas.
Sexy to y'all.
He does not. He can't stand the truth. He's like, goddamn, it's like me burning sage
But she
in a room
gotta
full of
stop
demons.
coming over
But
here
stop
pumping
trying
that
to
up
talk
like
over me. Let's have
anybody
the
I thought that was corny.
in
Pumping that
this
up.
crew
Let's have
ever
the
looked at her like that.
conversation. The conversation
That
at
was
hand
not
is
her.
no. The conversation at hand is because you always try to bring other people into the conversation. Imani, Ice, Ish, Corey, Parks, all of these people. If you want to group them in, I'm glad nobody wanted me like that because I didn't want them either. We didn't have that relationship. We had a family style friendship. So that's cool. But if we're going to act like every time I came out the bathroom, you wasn't sitting on the floor beating your fucking dick and I had to walk past your nasty ass. Yeah, let's not fucking play now. Because every time you come in this motherfucker with the lies, I'm going to take this shit to the real too. I be trying to hold your little nasty
Okay,
ass
newsflash to this room full of
Newsflash,
goofies.
nothing. The motherfucker
I
keep about
beat my
a lube everywhere.
we
he
know
goes.
this.
Nobody
If
is
I went
ever
to the
looking
bathroom,
at
Because his
you.
girl has
motherfucker would beat the
confirmed it
motherfucking
too.
dick. If I'm
Nobody
That
look
nigga
at
Joe is a
the
dick
motherfucker
beater.
to sleepwalk in the
no
fucking
day,
bed and grab a
any
fucking
day,
titty.
nowhere like
Knock
that.
it
Stop
off,
that.
Joe.
Fabulous looked
See,
at it.
I'm just
Fabulous was looking at it.
overstimulated.
Then why she
already
don't
with the
talk
two of
about
them.
that
So-
every
Why'd you
day
come
for
in
the
the
next
room with
5
me?
years?
Okay, so I do want to kind of just give a little break because I was in the space the entire time. So I want to make sure like we give context because everybody likes to paint this like, oh, Rocky just crashing out and all this other stuff. And she's obsessed with Joe. And like, that's not what was going on at all.
What was going on?
We like what people got to also understand is Rocky and on the WeWorks crew, we built a rapport with her. So she's cool with us now. Like, it's not like she's just coming in just to shit on Joe anymore. Like, she comes to just chop it up with us. She fuck with us.
She be in there with y'all all the time.
Yeah, she actually thinks of us, thinks a little highly of the guys over there. That's why he kept naming all of us in there, calling us goofs and stuff. Because she sits down and literally chills with us.
She has a podcast with Danny and some other people in there, right?
That's going to be coming soon. I Stop the podcast later. It's different. But they got a podcast coming soon. Y'all make sure y'all check that out too. But I do want to give a little heads up of what was going on. So in the space, we were all chilling and talking, and Imani comes up on stage. Imani's engaging in the conversation. We, kicking it, do what we do. We joke around.
Yeah.
She asked him a question because again, she just had a space with Joe when Joe was trying to say, oh, she loved him and all this other stuff. So she asked Imani, keep it real. Have I ever in any capacity seemed like I was in love with Joe? Imani says no. Mm-hmm. He then kind of turns the conversation into like them needing each other to get on Love and Hip Hop and stuff. And then that's when the conversation explodes. Joe comes on stage basically saying, oh, you lying. And that's what it turns into that. To she telling everybody he beating his dick outside the door while she using the bathroom.
Which What? I'm just so taken aback by Joe sitting outside the bathroom while Rocky's using it and beating his dick. Like
I just don't. The logistics is what I thought about as well.
You can't see nothing. Like, what are you just getting pleasure from? Like the thought of like her pussy is out on the other side of that door.
According to her, she said that he was listening to her pee. So,
oh my God, Joe is freaked out.
This is what I think about when I think about the logistics of this situation, right?
Oh my God.
So they're chilling, maybe listening to some music or whatever. You know, Molly's probably being passed around.
Molly is definitely being passed around. You know what I'm saying?
And Rocky's like, I got to go to the bathroom. Joe's ears pucker up, you know, as he gets excited.
Ew! I'm cringing.
So then,
I don't like
as
that.
Rocky starts to persist to the bathroom, he has to then make a beeline to the bedroom to get the wet platinum, because I don't imagine this being a dry sesh. Like, this is
wet platinum.
It's a lube. So he's going to go grab the lube.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he goes. It
makes it creepier that you named the brand of lube. I would,
because that's the brand of lube that he talks about.
Oh, okay.
This is all within canon.
So now there's another layer of discomfort that, like,
this is canonical lube.
We know that which brand of lube that Joe uses. So I wish to know less about this man.
He jets to the room, grabs the wet platinum down to the guest bathroom, and then I guess he just listens to the stream. I'm assuming. That's what's getting them off.
She said how many times? So this happened.
Yeah, that was his thing apparently to her.
Girl,
he's Joe CK. I don't know what else we can put it at.
My question in this scenario for Rocky is, one, did you not feel uncomfortable with that? And two, why did you keep coming around if every time you came out the bathroom he had meat in hand? Like, I
think it's kind of exaggeration to say it was every time.
No, but like one time is enough time.
And I think too, when you're in that world where you're like doing different drugs and you're partying and kind of chilling, certain things don't look as weird in the moment, because not like he's grabbing on her, touching her. Even though she did say in the space that one time he was sleepwalking and copped a feel on her while she was sleeping. Like, she was really waking shit up the whole space. Like, like I said, man, like, you can hate on the spaces all you want, but
there be dramatic shit happening in there.
We are creating content that is turning and getting to places like Mar-a-Lago, academic. Like, people are reposting.
Milagro?
Yeah, Milagro. What did I say? Milagro?
You said Mar-a-Lago 2 times.
Oh, I don't care about her. Milagro, my bad. But and then even Rory came into the room later the next day when we were talking, and he said the craziest part of the space was after everybody was like, quit arguing and everybody was done. Y'all was like, yo, we did it.
Because y'all are messy.
People don't understand. WeWork has been organizing this for months. Like, not in the sense of we tried to make this happen, but we've been creating a space where people are comfortable coming in and waking shit up. Like, we've had tons of other people come in. It started with Willow Ryder. And now we have opened up to, like, now we're really creating real spaces. People see what we're doing. People are like shouting us out on our entertainment level and the value that we're bringing. So, like, I don't want to hear all that anymore, man. WeWork is up.
Shout out to y'all.
And shout out to Rocky, man. Like, it's tough because I know a little bit more about certain things that they were kind of not being direct about in that moment. And so when I know my side of the story, that's why I'm very empathetic for it, because I feel bad.
From outside looking in, like not having any context or anything, it just kind of, I was afraid a little bit because it just looked like she was just crashing out on a timeline. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what is happening? Like, I was like, ooh, like, but I hope she takes this like momentum and everything that she has going on and uses it, because I do enjoy listening to her, like, curse niggas out. I love listening to
elite level.
I love listening to women from New York curse niggas out. I think we do it the best.
And then she has that Florida little influence in there too.
No, I don't.
Oh, well, I because you said it before. The first time we talked about it, you said she sounded like she was from the South.
Oh, because the way she said
pussy ass.
Yeah, the way she said pussy ass, I was like, that's not the way you say that if you're fully from New York. She said that like a Southerner. But yeah, like I was having a little bit more context. Okay, but I was just like a little bit like, oh my God, girl.
Yeah, cause she, like I said, man, them folks do be violating her too. So that's why I don't be like, I'm not the type of person who I'm like, oh, you shouldn't be going after people such and such. I don't really respond to certain things because it's sometimes to me, the level of people who are criticizing me don't feel like I can articulate myself in a way that they'll be able to understand. So it doesn't become, it becomes trivial for me. But she has such an art of it. Like she just tears people down.
I saw
effortlessly.
Them screenshots that she posted of
The text
Joe.
message?
Yeah. And I was like, he was definitely flirting. Like,
yeah, you can't say you wasn't flirting.
Yeah, like him saying that nobody wanted you, and then in the text being like, "I was trying not to look at your juicy, sexy thighs." Yeah. Like, nigga, come on now.
And then, and I want to wrap it up here too, Joe. I just did not appreciate you kind of throwing us in there. You trying to throw me in there like, "Oh, I'm with Fred." No, brother, we not in this together, brother.
We not on the same team.
No, brother, you on that side, I'm on my side. Don't try to do that, because then like you doing that, and then he calling us goofies, and he's saying we like lame and all this other stuff. Like that's not. No, I'm not falling for none of that. He tried to be like, because I had I was putting sad faces. And I was like, bro, like, this ain't it. Like, in the middle of you, just like, man, can we just not do it like this? And he's like, man, I'm with Fred here. Nah. And then the one thing that was crazy, and I hope that this was true. I don't think this was who we accused it to be. But Joe was like, all right, I love y'all boys. And then somebody said, love you too. And I right now, I hope it's no one from WeWork that said that we are doing a knowledge analysis. And we will take that person to court if needed. But homie court will happen.
Don't tell that nigga you love him too.
Don't. That is not our that is not our scripture. That is not our dogma at all. That's not what we do in the work. I promise y'all to that. But no, like I said, more to come. We making more and more moments. And I'm just glad to see where this is happening, man. We doing our thing. So shout out to the WeWork again.
Definitely shout out to y'all. That was definitely a salacious space. A couple salacious spaces. So
some of our best work, man.
Yeah, y'all are messy bitches. For sure.
For all the drama.
For shit show.